Hey everybody, we're Frameforge, a new production group based in Florida. And we're shooting at this warehouse space in Safety Harbor, Florida for the Light This Location competition. So let's sit back, relax with a little bit of popcorn, and take a look at the production. Since it's called Light This Location, we wanted a really interesting setting. So we chose a hot, sweaty warehouse. Luckily, it had a bunch of crazy items and levels we could play around with. I mean, the atmosphere was really fantastic, and the owner said we could do whatever we wanted as long as he didn't notice a difference. And he didn't. However, it is an active warehouse, so we could only film there for one day. And on top of that, there was a block party in Safety Harbor. And on top of that, we swear it was haunted because it made some strange, ghoulish noises. So audio was out of the question. So we started planning around these issues and decided to do a haunted house-style music video, where a dancer moves from a confined, anxious area downstairs to a calm, spacious environment upstairs. We took a lot of inspiration from the musician Sia's music videos, where there's a dancer telling a story through physicality. So the project would mostly rely on the music we chose, as well as the dancer moving through the location. Luckily, our talented dancer Justin Gonzalez had a lot of movement history and could display the wide range of emotions we needed. And our makeup artist Kevin helped differentiate the downstairs and upstairs sections by adding scars and bruises to our dancer downstairs to contrast his clean look upstairs. Even though we did a lot of planning, we didn't have much time on set, so light, quick, and simple lighting setups really helped us move fast. Luckily for us, we had a big arsenal of lights. The Apurture Titans did a beautiful job setting the stage and atmosphere, as well as the ambient lighting. They are super versatile, with high CRI RGB elements that can be controlled straight from an iPad, so we could change them from anywhere on set. But good luck getting our DP to stop talking about them. He pre-programmed these big old lightsabers with a bunch of animations for the takes, and he was having a little bit too much fun on set. But the best thing about them is their super long battery life, lightweight, and flexibility. That way we could put them anywhere with just a Cardellini and a C-stand head, and then tweak them from the Astera app. Honestly, we use them on all of our productions, so having a full set is a must. And the only place we could find all 8 lights with a charging case and accessories was from Autorama. So with ambient lighting out of the way, let's move on to our key light. The Apurture LS120D was the perfect spotlight for our dancer's performance. It came with this simple color diffusion that set the mood for the climactic moments downstairs and upstairs. And it has such a powerful light but this tiny frame, so it was as easy to mount as the Titans, but we could angle it in any direction we needed. And the built-in remote came in handy, so we could turn it on and off and adjust the settings from 2 stories below it. We also used the Bowling P1 light we purchased from Autorama to help fill in any of the gaps in lighting. They were so lightweight and easy to handle, we just had someone hold them and move with us during complex takes. And finally, our personal MVP lights are the Apurture ALM9s. They were the perfect size to create the centerpiece to the film. In the finale, we wanted a small light in the frame to cast soft, warm light on our dancer's face. So we quickly 3D modeled a round design that we ended up calling the egg on set, and 3D printed it with translucent plastic to give a soft glow on our dancer. The M9s were the perfect size to fit in this egg. And the light was so bright that it nearly blinded us and almost blew out the sensor on our camera. Speaking of cameras, we shot the whole film on the Canon C200 with the Atomos Ninja 5 monitor and the Rokinon lens kit, which can all be easily found at Autorama. Okay, enough gushing about the lights we got to use. Let's talk about how we implemented them. We have 5 red Apurture Titans on the floor that are casting a general red color. This creates a good red ambient environment for our character. We also have 3 Apurture Titans set to a yellow strobe effect on the ceiling. These create a gross yellow tinge that's eerie. We also have a big Kino flow set to 4400 Kelvin that's casting a white light on our dancer over the wall. We also have the Apurture 120D that's casting a spotlight as soon as the character walks into the open area. Finally, we have the BL-P1 bowling light that is hitting a reflector and casting light on the door to the stairwell. As you can see with the green light, that's the path that the dancer took all the way from the corridor where he starts to the stairwell. Now let's move on to upstairs. Upstairs, we had 2 different floor plans that were kind of masked because our character moves through a curtain. so we could have one setup on the right and then one setup on the left of the curtain. So our first setup is the dancer moving from the door to the stairwell to an area where he can move around a little bit more. As you can see, we have an Apurture 120D that's shooting light at the curtains to create nice diffused blue light. We also have the Kino Flow that's downstairs, illuminating the dancer walking on the catwalk upstairs. And then finally, we have 4 Asterotube Titans that are mounted on the ceiling that are casting a nice diffused blue light that's illuminating our dancer when he finally gets to his dance area. As you can see with the green path, our dancer moves from the door in the stairwell, through the catwalk, into the open area, and then through the curtains. And then finally we have our second floor plan for the upstairs. As you can see, the dancer emerges through the curtains and then moves towards its final position. The camera then tracks the dancer throughout that entire movement. There are 2 Asterotube Titans mounted on the ceiling on the dancer's path to his final position. We also have 4 Asterotube Titans mounted on the wall that are projecting a multicolored animation to give the scene a little bit more life. We also have the 2 P1 bowling lights and a 1/2x1 eye can that are on the opposite sides of the curtains, illuminating the curtains, creating a nice diffused light around our dancer. Then finally we have the lighting in the closet. We mounted an Apurture 120D right above the wall to the closet to give our dancer a nice blue rim light. Then finally we have the huge Kino Flow that's creating a white light through the door of the closet. But let's not forget our pièce de résistance. We have the egg that appears during the finale of the dance choreography and creates a nice soft light on our dancer's face. But once our lights, camera, and actions were set, we played the music track from a speaker and could shoot from anywhere we needed in the warehouse. That gave us more than enough room to work with the limited crew, time, and access we had to the warehouse. I mean, we had a fantastic time on set, and we had an amazing crew, and we're all really proud of the final result. For us, our favorite scene to shoot was the finale upstairs, where the lighting, music, and movement hits a climax, which shows the full transformation of our scene and character. And we shot the whole dance in one take to really contrast the segments we shot downstairs. The execution was a big challenge, but the results speak for themselves. Thank you so much for coming to our TED Talk. Cookies and lemonade can be found in the lobby, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks again for watching.